Merry Christmas, Ravens fans. Santa delivered quite the win in Santa Clara tonight for the Baltimore Ravens as they dominate the San Francisco 49ers 33-19. If this was a Super Bowl preview like many people had talked about before this game, then it's Super Bowl or bust for this Baltimore Ravens team. This was outstanding. In every phase of this game, offense, defense, special teams, the Ravens looked like a complete team tonight. And on top of that, they played a fun brand of football as well. It was entertaining. You don't even have to be a Ravens fan to enjoy what we're seeing from this Ravens team. The offense just clicking on all cylinders. The defense, the way that they can make turnovers and create plays. It was awesome tonight. A statement win. The Ravens sent a message to the rest of the National Football League. This is the team to beat here in 2023. Lamar, I think he won the MVP tonight. 22-35, 252 yards, 2 touchdowns through the air. Also had 45 rushing yards on the ground. Gus Edwards, 9 carries, 31 yards, and a touchdown. Zay Flowers led the Ravens in receiving with 9 catches for 72 yards and a touchdown. Isaiah Likely, again, stepping up, even without Mark Andrews there. 3 catches, 56 yards for him. And how about that defense? Roquan Smith finishes with 8 tackles. Marcus Williams with 7 tackles, also had an interception. Kyle Hamilton with 2 picks tonight, and he also was able to come up with 5 tackles, 3 pass breakups. Patrick Queen with his first interception of the season, he had 7 tackles, and Marlon Humphrey with an interception as well tonight, along with 3 tackles. The Ravens were just spectacular. The injury front, there were some big names, Kyle, Patrick, Big Kev, those guys. But John Harbaugh, good news, said in his postgame news conference that they're optimistic, that they don't feel like any of those 3 injuries were that serious for this Ravens team. They'll get further evaluations on the 3 players tomorrow, but he said they feel pretty confident on the status of all 3 of those guys. So not only do you get a big win, but you come out of here actually feeling pretty good on the injury front as well. The Ravens have answered every question that is asked of them as far as what they need to do to contend for a title this year. This is the team. What is your one-word reaction to what we just saw from the Ravens tonight? I think it's title. My one word is title. It is all gas, no brakes. You were going for that title. There's no excuses. You've done everything you need to do to show that this team is here to compete. They're here to stay. My one word is title. Give me your one-word reaction to the performance we just saw tonight against San Francisco. Folks, no better way to celebrate a Ravens win than subbing for Ravens dubs. We had an awesome watch party last night. And I got to tell you, from all our new subs we picked up, everybody that joined the Ravens family, I want even more subscribers to be a part of what we're doing here with daily Baltimore Ravens news and rumors. We're doing live shows, watch parties, and we're really going to crank it up for this run to the postseason. If you want more Ravens content, got to have more subscribers to the channel to be a part of what we're doing. A free Christmas present to you. Subscribe for free to Ravens Rundown and get us to 14.5K for the best Ravens coverage you're going to find. Now, let's show you the numbers here. The Ravens were outgained, actually, by San Francisco, 429 to 343. First downs, 23. Third downs, 4 of 11. They held San Fran to 6 of 14. Penalties, 6 of 67. Niners were 10 of 102. But it is worth noting that you look back at the first quarter, how this game started, a safety where the ref tripped Lamar Jackson, and they still called intentional grounding on him. So they literally gave points to San Francisco. And then that ultimately led to the Niners getting in scoring position to get a field goal. I mean, the Niners were spotted 5 points to start this game. The Ravens not only had to beat the Niners, they had to beat the officials tonight. And they did just that. Dominated the time of possession as well. Just a complete team win from this Ravens team all around. And we're going to highlight some individuals here in just a second and go over the numbers of some guys that stood out. But I want to know, who was the MVP in your eyes? Because honestly, I could give a game ball to about 5 or 6 different guys. There's not a wrong answer on who the MVP is tonight. I'm going to go with Lamar because I think he won the MVP award in the NFL tonight. But Kyle Hamilton, dog. I mean, what we saw from Isaiah Likely, Zay Flowers, Roquan Smith. This team's loaded. This team's stacked right now. Who was the MVP against San Fran? Weigh in that comment section. Let us know what you think. Today's show is sponsored by Game Time. Game Time, the place to go for last-minute tickets for the lowest prices guaranteed. Here's how it works. You choose the event you want to go to, sporting event, comedy show, theater production, concert, whatever it is. Prices are listed. From there, you pick the seat you want. You get to see if you like that seat or not. Maybe you might just get a flash deal available to you as well. And it's very easy to make your purchases, whether it's Apple Pay, Google Pay. You can have your tickets in just a matter of moments. You don't have to deal with those sketchy scalpers. It's very safe and secure when you download Game Time. So download Game Time today. We're offering you $20 off for the Christmas holiday. That's our present to you. $20 off with the promo code RavensChat. Download Game Time today. Terms and conditions do apply. Use that promo code RavensChat. You'll be glad you did. And download Game Time today for the best tickets around, for the best prices. Lamar Jackson tonight. Man, this guy shows up in big moments. Monday Night Football, I mean, the primetime games, Lamar shows up. And tonight was no exception with what he did, passing the football, running the football, finding his lanes when he needed to. The vision that we saw from Lamar was just unbelievable. And I know that his numbers aren't the numbers of what we saw in the MVP season, but he's not being asked to do that of what he did in the MVP season. The first one. I think there's an MVP ahead for Lamar this year. But with that said, I would say I like this version of Lamar better than what we saw a couple years ago, because Lamar is being very smart with the football. He's leading this team. He's very mature. This version of Lamar Jackson, the Ravens are getting the best version we've seen in his entire career. Gus Edwards had a tall task tonight. No Keaton Mitchell. He's out for the season. How would the Ravens' run game do without Keaton Mitchell? And honestly, they did good enough, quite frankly. And they got Justice Hill more involved. Lamar, we saw in the run game as well. The run game did enough to get the job done. The Ravens were very aggressive passing the football. Typically, this is a run-first football team, but tonight they went up against this Niners team that has a very good defense, right? And yet here they were. They were not afraid. They were not afraid to go for the Niners secondary. That showed tonight. Zay Flowers, again, even with the injury questions going into tonight, he still finishes with 9 catches, 72 yards, and a touchdown. Isaiah Likely, again. Isaiah Likely. Man, this cat, I got to tell you, coming in from Mark Andrews, there was questions. But this offense has not missed a beat with Mark Andrews out. And we've heard John say that there's a chance that Mark Andrews could potentially come back this year, right? Slim chance. Can you imagine, with Likely playing at this level, and if you get Mark Andrews back, what that's going to do for this offense? Woo, doggies. Now, how about the defense? They picked off Brock Purdy 4 times tonight. 4 times, including 2 from Kyle Hamilton. And they had 5 interceptions total because they got another pick off of Sam Darnold. The secondary was just out of this world this evening. Kyle Hamilton was unbelievable. Marcus Williams, all these guys really just stepped up when they needed to. The pass rush was just phenomenal tonight as well with what they were able to do, really just getting pressure. A total of 4 sacks, 2 from Brent Urban, 1 from Kyle Van Noy, another from Jadeveon Clowney. I mean, even these older pass rushers have found their footing in this Ravens defense and been aggressive at getting after the quarterback. And now, here's how it works. You win next week, you lock up home field. 1 win. 1 win away. And then from there, you don't even have to worry about that Steelers game. You could sit your starters if you want. Give them 2 weeks off before the home playoff game. That's what we're looking like for this Ravens right now. And in the postgame interview Lamar had with Lisa Salters, I loved what Lamar said. He was already looking forward to that Dolphins game. He knew the time that game was. He said 1 o'clock Sunday. His mind's right. His mind is there. Mind over matter. What's your confidence level in the Ravens after Week 16? It's an all-time high for me right now. I'm going 9 for my confidence level. This is the team It's our time. It's our destiny, folks. Scale it for me in the comments section. Folks, hope you had a very Merry Christmas. Ravens win. Santa delivered. And to all, a good night. Subscribe now for more Ravens coverage. We'll see you next time.